Many of us, as we try to make sense of the maze that is our lives, become trapped in the never-ending stream of ideas and interruptions. But what if, beyond the mental quagmire, we find the secret to greater insight and happiness? This investigation will focus on the two sides of consciousness, the one limited by ideas and identities, and the one that goes beyond them. By working together, we will discover how to tap into our hidden, more profound selves and gain insight and wisdom. Is the prospect of a more genuine identity and a stronger bond with the cosmos something you're prepared to explore? Consider a serene moment of stillness, a meditator sitting quietly attending to their breath. Distractions disappear, and a profound calmness of mind washes over the individual in this meditative state. Beyond the ceaseless stream of thoughts, this practice unveils the essence of being. This is what someone may respond when questioned about their experience. I can't hold on to my thoughts. I simply let them drift away. What it means to go beyond the mind and into a higher state of consciousness is captured here. There are two sides to our identity, and this introspection highlights one of them. Form defines one, including one's physical and mental characteristics, as well as the thinking entity, sometimes called the ego. An infinite, shapeless awareness resides in the other dimension. So, you are comprised of two parts: the known, which is molded by your ideas and past, and the unknown, which is the unfathomable core of who you are. The Buddha said that there are three types of beings: the born, the manifest, and the uncreated. We would be unable to escape a restricted view of reality if these dimensions were not present. Take this into consideration. Beneath the surface of every human being is a depth that extends much beyond the I that most people think of. It is not possible to claim that there is a I that is defined by cognition and an undefined I at a deeper level. According to evolutionary theory, we're here on Earth to discover and embrace that deeper being, the undefined and unknowable. Do you know that there are times when you can stop thinking? The things your mind says about you don't matter to your inner sense of self. You can't discover a more tangible and immediate I by analyzing your ideas all the time. Finding the place of no thought within yourself is essential for accessing the unmanifested, the unborn, and the uncreated. This space is always available, but is obscured by continual thinking. If you identify with these concepts, then you are on the right track. Obviously, this isn't necessary. You might find that the hidden part of yourself starts to show more and more as time goes on. To tap into the fundamental wisdom that exists beyond our current understanding, we must first learn to be at ease in the realm of ignorance. True wisdom emerges from this intelligence, which is distinct from thought, which is quantifiable to a lesser extent. You need to be ready to let go of your conditioned thinking and accumulation of knowledge if you want to tap into that innate intellect. You risk becoming trapped in a myopic view that kills your imagination and, in the end, your insight if you don't let go of this dependency. In the absence of knowledge, even a highly developed mind can cause harm on an individual and societal level. Think about it. A civilization that has advanced economically and socially may wreak devastation on everyone around it. Without a healthy dose of wisdom and insight, its destructive potential grows in proportion to its level of development. Let us ponder these concepts and ask ourselves, how can we move away from dependent thinking and toward more profound awareness? What habits could open the door to the more profound parts of our consciousness? Asking and answering these questions can lead us to a fuller, more meaningful existence. These traits are common among world leaders. Even if they have degrees and are smart by traditional standards, their behavior often betrays a shocking lack of insight. All too often, people don't look at the big picture and don't understand how their decisions will affect things. Their actions and words frequently fail to align with the world of genuine wisdom. You don't have to name names. Just think of any politician, especially one from the last 20 years, who represents this chasm. It's mind-blowing. Moreover, there is the advanced industry that manufactures terrible weapons of mass devastation. Because creating an atomic bomb necessitates a great deal of skill, the people responsible for its design and production must be very intelligent. Still, we need to consider, how can we use knowledge for good rather than evil? Guidance from a higher power is necessary for the development of wisdom and intelligence. To be expressed, this more fundamental part needs to be able to do it via the human mind. If you want to go to that spot, to that part of yourself, you have to let go of the unconscious assumption that you have to think all the time to get through life. Things could get out of hand if you don't. The need to generate snap judgments and views about the world around us is strong, and we frequently feel the need to do so quickly. For example, in the classroom, people who can answer questions the quickest are frequently praised and rewarded. However, some people might need additional time to think about a subject before answering. Since they haven't completely processed the question, they might as well not even raise their hands. Example: when Einstein was 4 years old, his parents were concerned that he may have a mental disability because he was sluggish to understand complex ideas. This should act as a cautionary tale to muster the guts to venture into that mysterious interior. Where is this mysterious location supposed to be located? Refraining from jumping to conclusions about the world, situations, people, or anything else that comes up is what it means to practice this skill. Seeing clearly, metaphorically, and literally means paying attention to the here and now. Feeling the intelligence inherent strength of your attention is a part of it. Imagine it as a beam of light that illuminates anything or everybody, bringing out their essential nature. Through this technique, you can access a power within yourself that is not based on ego, but on a deeper connection to a greater force. Focusing intently on a single task at a time, free of mental distractions, allows this power to flow into the here and now. Whether it's a person, a circumstance, or something else entirely, all you have to do is watch. Doing so transforms you into an awareness field. Your consciousness, which you carry into the world, rises from a depth beyond your physical body. Not only does this profound essence link you to other people, but it also links you to the very essence of existence itself. It's critical to understand that you are not actually unconnected. It simply seems that way. The ego gives us a disjointed view of ourselves by making us believe we are separate from everything in the universe. Every single one of us is really just a manifestation of our own unique awareness. Once you've established that sense of oneness within, you won't have to worry about every little setback that life may bring. A self-assurance that comes from inside rather than from outside accomplishments is what really matters. No, it has nothing to do with the self-assurance that comes from being well off, respected, or famous. A lot of people get their self-esteem from narcissistic sources, such the idea that they're physically or cosmetically superior to other people. These sources have the potential to offer temporary assurance. As an example, a person's sense of self-worth can be influenced by their mirror image and the reactions of others around them, which can range from adoration to jealousy. Such affirmation gives the ego a boost, and it loves it when people notice and appreciate it. The problem is that this self-assurance is just as fleeting as good looks. They both go with time. This holds true regardless of the kind of validation sought, wealth, prestige, etc. Being dependent on these ever-changing sources can make you feel insecure. Finally, the path to enlightenment is long and winding, but ultimately rewarding. When we release our mental chains, we get access to the limitless potential of our own being and the interdependence of all living things. Wisdom can grow and direct our deeds in a more caring and significant way when we make time for presence and quiet, which this investigation encourages us to do. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this talk and are interested in seeing more in-depth investigations into spirituality and awareness. Let us persist on this path of self-discovery and development side by side.